There is one description of the Antichrist that keeps coming up over and over again, but the problem is that description is not even in the Bible. Stay tuned. For those of us who are interested in Bible prophecy, and more specifically how it relates to the Antichrist, we can easily find thousands upon thousands of YouTube videos which talk about these things. And a lot of those videos are very well made. However, within those videos, and especially within the comments on those videos, there is one description of the Antichrist that seems to be repeated more than any other. And the sad part is, it's not based on anything the Bible says. It's simply a myth. This myth is also repeated in the comments of my videos all the time. So what is that description of the Antichrist which isn't in the Bible? It's that the Antichrist will be loved. There are simply tons of videos, comments, websites, and sermons proclaiming that the Antichrist will be a beloved figure by most people all around the world, and that this will help us identify who the Antichrist will be, because if someone isn't loved by most of the world, he can't be the Antichrist. But this is simply not true. The Bible does not say that the world will love the Antichrist. This myth was promulgated in fictionalized movies such as Left Behind and other speculative videos and books on end-time prophecy. And it has taken on a life of its own over the past couple of decades, as people who seldom even open their Bibles to read it are instead enamored by the false Antichrist they seen in the movies. These kind of fictionalized accounts will often portray the Antichrist as young, attractive, and exceptionally charismatic to the point where he will be loved by nearly everyone. None of those things are biblical. So where do people get the idea that the Antichrist will be loved by most of the world? It comes from a misunderstanding of Revelation 13:4, which talks about the Antichrist being worshipped. Here's that verse. And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast, and they worshiped the beast, saying, Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? Here's where the confusion comes in. People read the part about the beast being worshipped, and they conclude that the worship is based on love. But that's not the case at all, as the context of the verse makes it clear that this worship is based on fear, not love. The verse specifically connects the worship of the beast to not being able to make war with him. Let's read this again. They worship the beast, saying, Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? The worship isn't based on love, but fear of his power. The fear of what the Antichrist will do to them if they don't worship him. This is not to say that some people won't love the Antichrist, since obviously he will have those who support him in all that he says and does. But the concept that the Antichrist will be loved by the vast majority of people around the world is not taught in this verse. Instead of being loved, the Antichrist will be greatly feared. In fact, the fear of the Antichrist is tied into the mark of the beast. Nearly all people around the world will fear the power of the Antichrist so completely that they will acquiesce to getting his mark in exchange for being able to buy and sell. The idea that the Antichrist will be loved by most of the world could be the biggest myth in the church today. The truth is that the Antichrist will rule by fear, and it will be fear, not love, that is the dominant emotion in the last days. Don't fall for the idea that the Antichrist will be loved. That is a belief in a false Antichrist, and it will lead many Christians into following the real Antichrist. If you enjoyed this video, please click on the like button below, as that greatly helps my channel with YouTube's algorithms. Also, consider subscribing to my channel and clicking on the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. For those who are led to do so, you may support my channel via the link at the top of this video, and also down in the description area. Thank you for watching, and if you care to leave a comment, please do. As always, kindly be respectful in any comment you leave, especially towards those with whom you disagree. I'll talk to you guys soon.